Hey there, it's 2026 and people are already asking me the same question they always ask me. How is the market? Well, today we're going to cut through the noise, we're going to cut through the headlines, the uncertainty, and we're going to talk about how did 2025 compare to 2024 and what does 2026 have in store for us. Stay tuned. Hey there, I'm Marc Bushee, the man of real estate, and this is Living Large in Fargo. Today we're going to break down what happened in 2025 and compare it to 2024. And that'll help us kind of see what's going to happen in 2026. We're going to focus on three key metrics here. One is going to be absorption rate, or how much inventory do we have in the market. Days on market, so how long did it take the house to sell. And what is the average house price for 2025? What did they sell for? It's going to tell an interesting picture here. So as we get through this, it's probably not going to be quite what you thought it might be. So stay tuned here. We'll go through all those categories. And then I got a little prediction for 2026 at the end. Okay, the first metric we want to talk about here is the absorption rate. And what this is how much inventory do we have on market? If we stopped listing houses today, when would we run out of houses to sell? And in 2024, we had about 3.75 months of inventory. 2025, it actually went up to 4 months, which means we had more inventory out there. It would take longer to go through that inventory. What does this mean? It doesn't mean the market's crashing. We don't have a freeze in the market. It means that we're just in a very stable market, which I really like. It means less volatility. It means opportunities for both buyers and sellers. And it's really not bad news. It's kind of just becoming more of a balanced market. We've been kind of shifting towards a buyer's market from what we've been used to for a couple of years through COVID with sellers markets here. And we're just shifting to more of a balanced market, which I really like, I think, for both buyers and sellers. But despite the extra inventory, it doesn't mean what you think it's going to mean. So we'll get to that in a little bit. All right, average days on market. So 2024, we had about 58 days, average days on market, and we jumped up significantly to 74 days on market in 2025. So sellers saw more of a time gap there from listing to getting sold than we've seen in quite a while here, actually. So once COVID hit 2020, we saw the market go crazy, and we were seeing houses sell, day one, day two, over asking price, multiple offers. We haven't seen that for a while. We're seeing houses sit in the market now. Again, it doesn't mean the market's crashing. It just means that there's still active buyers out there, but they're being a little more cautious, a little more deliberate about their decisions here. And with the higher inventory, they're taking their time just to find that right property rather than during COVID having to buy the first house that became available that they can get an offer accepted on. So we're definitely seeing a little more time, days on market for sellers here. Gives the buyers some opportunities to, again, take some time and look at some houses, find the right place. Okay, here's the big one people ask me a lot about is what are houses selling for? Are they going up in value, down in value? What's happening in the market? I just got done telling you that we have more inventory, we have a higher absorption rate. It's taking longer to sell houses. And despite that, we saw in 2025, the Fargo market increased sales prices about 4.5%, 4.58%. Which actually beats the historic average of about 4%, which is, I was very surprised to see that. I looked through the numbers, kind of combed through this, and the first thing I saw was all the inventory and the days on market, and I thought, well, prices maybe have gone down this year, which is pretty rare in Fargo. I was wrong. So we went up 4.58%, and that's a fairly significant number despite the fact we have so much inventory here. So what that means is that buyers are, yes, being more cautious, and yes, they're taking their time, and sellers have to wait a little longer to get the house sold. But despite all that, the house prices are still going up. So I was a little shocked by that, and I'm not quite sure how that even works, because normally we see supply demand. That's a pretty common economic factor indicator there. And in this case, it's not holding true. More inventory, more days on market, higher home prices. Kind of a shocking number there. Okay, so what does this mean for sellers? First of all, you may need a little more patience than we've needed in the last few years to get a house sold here. But we see right now that houses are still selling for top dollar and still selling for even more than they did the previous year. What I'm telling my sellers, and I'm kind of warning them here, is we may need a little more prep than normal. We got to take extra care to make sure you get the little fixes done in the house, little paint nicks, get the repairs done. If you have any upgrades in the house, let's get those taken care of before we get the house in the market. You need a strong marketing plan, great presence. You need great curb appeal. Everything has to be top notch. And when people drive up to your house and when they walk in your front door, they need to see a house that's ready to move in, exciting for them, and just do, we can do a final walkthrough with you of the house and kind of help you prep it as well. So we're going to help you maybe with a little staging, maybe a little decor, getting some of these things fixed that maybe you weren't aware of. So we want to get that done correctly for you. Professional photos, professional marketing, social media, all the whole works. We're a full service marketing company, and we don't just stick a sign out and wait for it to sell. We do quite a bit of extras for you, and in this market, I think that's really needed right now. All right, what does this mean for buyers? Well, despite economic uncertainty, despite the crazy headlines, despite the no change in interest rates, home prices still went up. Despite having more inventory, despite more days on market, home prices still went up. I have a lot of buyers waiting on the sidelines right now, just waiting because they want to see the interest rates drop. They want to see the housing market crash so they can get this deal they're waiting for. Well, I got news for you. Historically, homes keep going up in price. And as long as we have some inflation and some other economic factors here, I don't foresee the houses going down in price, especially in the Fargo market. We're a very stable market. And even during economic crisis like the recession in 2007, we saw almost no change in the market here. So my thought is, while inventory is high, this is still a great time for buyers, even though the home prices have gone up slightly. There's a lot of inventory, there's a lot of choices. This means you can still negotiate something on prices here. You can probably negotiate things like getting closing costs covered by the seller. That's a big deal for especially first-time home buyers who need that cash up front. When you do your inspection, if you find issues with the house during COVID, a lot of times the seller would just say, heck with you, we're not going to fix anything, buy it or don't buy it. Now sellers are more willing to negotiate those things and take care of problems. So, get on the bus before it leaves, because home prices continue to go up. I tell people with the interest rates, if they stay flat and you can afford the house, great. If they go up, you're going to be happy you bought now because you locked in your rate now. If they go down, you can always renegotiate the rates later on your house. So the big factor is home prices continue to rise. And right now with the high inventory, you have some negotiating power. All right, so what does this mean for 2026? Well, I believe we're in a stable, steady, strong market right now, if you know how to navigate through there. There's opportunities for buyers and sellers, and if you're looking to buy and buy your next home, this may be a really opportune time because you're getting the advantage of getting top dollar for your home and little negotiations and some inventory to look at for buying your next home. If you're looking to sell, I'd love to help you out there and help you form a plan. To give me a call, give me a text, send me a message down below, and I'm happy to come visit you at the house. And what we do is do an assessment of the property. I get a little familiar with your property in the neighborhood, and we can, if you have questions about any upgrades you should do, any fixes you need to be done, staging the house, anything else to make it, get it prepared for sale. At that time, that's when we discuss those things and kind of help you out to get the home ready. If you're looking to buy, I do offer, in this very room, we do buyer consultations. We sit down for about 30 to 40 minutes and we talk about the home buying process. There are some costs involved with down payment, closing costs, inspections, that kind of thing. So we'll go through those costs and we'll discuss with you what it is you're looking for in a home. Where would you like to live? Do you want a single family home, a townhome? Are you looking for how many bedrooms, bathrooms, that whole thing? So we'll go through your wants and needs list, and we can actually set up a search for you at that time and start sending you houses to see at that point. If you have any questions for me, or if you have any comments, you can always comment below. And if you like this content and want to keep seeing more of it, please like and subscribe here. I'm going to do more of these probably every quarter. I'll do market updates here just to kind of let you know how the year is going, and just keep you informed on what's happening in the Fargo market. Marc Bushee, man of real estate, and this has been Living Large in Fargo.